Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be exploring the beautiful city of Guadalajara, and this city quickly became one of our favorite cities in all of Mexico, and it's actually the second largest city in Mexico. And like any large city, they have a ridiculous amount of unique and delicious foods, and today we're basically going to eat them all. We're already at our first stop. We're at the local market, which, fun fact, is the biggest indoor market in all of Mexico. So there's going to be a lot of options.
So our first meal of the day are tacos barbacoa, which are obviously very famous, but they're traditional here in Guadalajara because they fry the taco shell. These are called tacos doradas. We're sitting right next to the grill, and they dip them in the barbacoa to fry them. It's really cool to see. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. It sounds crazy because heart tacos are so popular in the US, but we've never even seen them before in Mexico. But here, dorados, very popular, very delicious, much better than old El Paso. A great breakfast. So barbacoa is obviously very famous. I think they also have it at Chipotle, but I promise the one here in Guadalajara is much better. I think it's just like slow cooked beef, very fatty, juicy, a lot of deliciousness in it. We're kind of in the splash zone here. We've had to dodge pieces of fat that just go flying like popcorn.
This market is awesome. This is the second time that we're here, and you have to check it out. It's called Mercado San Juan de Dios, and it is right in the center of Guadalajara, and it's super local. There's over 4,000 stores, so you can literally shop for anything that you can possibly want, like hair stuff, bags, shoes, anything. Rubber chickens, apparently, anything. They have amazing foods, and also in the upstairs parts there's like mariachis everywhere, which are super famous here in Guadalajara. And now we're finding our second spot for breakfast to try one of the most traditional things that you can try in Guadalajara that only Gordon is gonna have, because now, like, you'll see. That's coming right up.
Watch out.
De todo, para que lleve de todo y lo vea.
Ok, pero ¿qué es todo? ¿Qué lleva todo?
No sé si te gusten las vísceras.
Bueno, honestamente no tanto. Gracias.
Buscamos algo de carnita, algo sabroso.
Sí, perfecto, gracias. Aimara got invited into the kitchen to see how the birria is made.
Yo le hablo a piña.
Gracias, señor.
Muchas gracias. Ah, se ve muy rico. Lo pongo en la tortilla. Ah, ok. Ok. Como yo quiero. Ah, ok. Gracias. Ajá. Handmade tortillas, the best. So, birria is a word that I can't pronounce.
I usually put the Google Translate when we can pronounce things, but this time I can actually say birria.
Show up, but it's slow roasted goat, like seasoned spice. They put the whole thing in a pit, I think. Cook it overnight. It's one of the most famous dishes here in Guadalajara. The goat's very tender, that's nice.
Does it taste like goat?
It's not very goaty. I think that's the idea too with all the spices. A lot of people don't like the goat flavor, but it's one of the animals that survive here in like the dry area a little bit better than others. So they load it up with spices. I don't know what to do with these. I need to ask them.
Sí.
¿Eso
Sí.
para comer normal, así?
Serrano, así a mordidas, o está ya picado como...
Okay. Bueno. Perfect breakfast. Goat stew, tortillas, fresh tortillas, serrano pepper. That's not what we eat in America, that's for sure.
Este se llama machito, mira,
Ah, okay.
lo que es la pancita.
Ah, pancita.
Sí. Todo hígado, corazón.
¿Eso es más común o los dos?
Sí, piden mucho macho.
Ah, sí.
Asadura, riñón,
Sadura, okay.
enrollado en la tripa del chico.
Y se llama macho.
Macho.
Okay. He wants me to try it. Okay. I said no earlier to the macho, the entrails, but okay, gracias. But I guess I'm going for it. It's like kokoreç in Turkey, except for that was lamb. This is goat. Intestines, I think there's a little bit of meat and stomach, I guess. It smells very macho.
Yeah, unexpected.
It's good. It had a lot of flavor, a little bit more earthy within the goat meat, but I think they also combine goat, so it's not too bad. I don't think I would order the macho, but it's nice of them to give it to me.
Yeah. He's so brave. You had a million crickets the other day. Like, I don't know what I would do if like someone were to offer me insides like that. And
If it's a gift, you have to go for it.
I know, but
It wasn't bad.
I am not sure why, but there's a whole section in the market that only has like ramen, sushi, and like a bunch of like Japanese food. But like as you can see behind me, like this whole section is that.
¿Algo más? Ese tiene una telita muy delgadita y cuando más lo haces,
Okay. Ah, perfecto. So we were introduced to this fruit by a walking tour guide. He's called Zapote Negro, and he said that it tasted like chocolate pudding. And we came prepared
nada.
with a wooden spoon. So just to like peel it, I don't know if you want to sip it. Oh, look. Look. Look at that.
It looks like mole.
Uh-huh. This is crazy. This is the best part of markets in Mexico. Like, there's always fruits that we've never seen. Like in the Yucatan and Oaxaca, now here, all these fruits. Like, it really looks like chocolate. Smell like
Eat it.
it does not taste like chocolate, but it tastes very sweet. And the texture is really, really nice.
Piña, naranja, tamarindo.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Gracias.
¿Puedo ver adentro?
Sí,
¿Cómo es?
claro.
Gracias.
De nada.
It's in a bag. Is that the bigger or the small?
Medium.
Señorita.
Gracias.
Gracias.
It's like a very traditional like drink that they sell here in Guadalajara, and it's made with like the pineapple. How do you say that?
Rind or the shell?
Rind? Yeah, the shell or whatever. They mix it with like orange and tamarind, I think cinnamon, other spices. It's very nice and cold. So it's very sweet. It's very cold. It's very refreshing. Now we're ready to show you more of the centro. Cute.
How do my cheeks look?
The gym is working. So this building that you see behind me is probably the most popular thing that there is to do here in Guadalajara. And it used to be an orphanage and a hospice, and now it's just like a really important art museum where they have like really cool exhibitions and murals and stuff. And pro tip, it's free on Tuesdays. So we're gonna come back on a Tuesday to check it out. And also the guy who built it, like the founder, was a bishop, and his last name, all the kids from the orphanage took his last name as their last names. And that is the most popular last name in the city of Guadalajara. Cruz Ruiz, I think, is the last.
Fun facts with Mallorca.
And by the way, we forgot to mention that Guadalajara is celebrating its birthday on February 14th on Valentine's Day. So they're setting up for like a big music celebration, and we are coming back on the 14th. And if it's cool, we'll show it to you. So now we are having the famous Tortas Ahogadas, which translates to drowned sandwich. And I thought they would drown the sandwich themselves, but it's not the case. They bring this giant thing, and you have to drown it yourself.
Murderer. It's thick.
I don't know if I'm doing that right. So Tortas Ahogadas is probably the most famous dish in all of Guadalajara. It's very unlikely that you see a Guadalajara video with someone not having a torta ahogada. And it smells really good. I'm very excited to try it. It's like a paperback. Okay, I have two observations. One that threw me off was that the sandwich is cold. It tastes really good. It really does. It's a delicious pork sandwich, but the pork is like room temperature, and the tomato sauce, this giant thing, is pulled from the fridge. So I was not expecting that. I usually eat my food very, very hot. I'm still gonna eat it. It's good. It's a good experience.
Este es mío.
Okay.
Tengo 10 más en Amazon
Okay.
para familia. De familia que
Mi nombre. Ah, bueno, de Mallorca. Familia Mallorca. Con Y.
mayor.
Ajá. Perfecto. Muchas gracias.
Chao, gracias.
Gracias. Hasta luego.
Y tú quieres
A signed book from the original author. The history of Tortas Ahogadas. You can buy it on Amazon.
We're gonna link it in the description.
Familia Mallorca. That's Aimara's last name. I didn't want to spell mine.
Guadalajara is such a beautiful city. We have been here for like 10 days already, and we have been to the central area a few times, and it is so pleasant. It's very walkable, very clean. The architecture is beautiful. There's a bunch of churches and museums, and we wanted to do a separate video of Guadalajara showing you all that stuff, but then we realized that we're not very good at making those stuff like sound like entertaining. However, we did do all of those things. We're doing more next week, but we are gonna write everything in a blog post and in a PDF that you can link in the description, so you guys can check that out if you're coming to Guadalajara. Very cute, very useful. Now we're gonna keep walking around and show you more of the beautiful Guadalajara Centro.
Our next stop is the Guadalajara Institution, but there is one little problem. There's a line all the way down the block.
Show us.
I'll show you. Let's go. This is where it starts. And this is where we start the line. Should we time it?
Yeah. At least.
Entertainment. It's good.
Nice and music.
Mhm. Made it.
This better be good.
Shockingly, I'm hungry again, so I'm looking forward to it. To what's coming next, yeah. This place is awesome. Like the whole kitchen's in front. Everyone's dressed like a nun or like a Mexican food surgeon, taking their job very seriously. It's cool. This looks incredible. Pozole is one of the most famous soups or stews in all of Mexico. We heard that here in Jalisco, in Guadalajara, it's also very famous, but usually the red one. This restaurant only has the white one, but it looks very good. I'm amazed how much pork is in here. Look at all this stuff. So it's a pork stew. You toss in some radishes, lettuce, onions. We have some spicy sauce here. Just gonna dump it in. We also tried this in Cozumel, the red one.
The red one, yeah.
It is very nice.
Yeah, it smells really, really good.
The big kernels of hominy, the corn.
Pork.
Very good.
And I got these things that are giants. They're called flautas, and it's basically like a corn tortilla fried with like chicken inside. And they put like this tomato sauce on top and cheese, and it smells really good. And I've been looking forward the whole day to have one of these.
It's not typical to Guadalajara, but they're very good. Oh, there's like whole pieces of chicken in there. I thought it would be shredded. Is that a bite?
I guess so. Is this too big? I feel judged. Now we ordered jericayas, and this is the most traditional dessert that you can have in Guadalajara. I'm not really sure what it is. When you ask around, they say it's like a creme brulee. So, it's like if a creme brulee and a flan had
I
a
was
baby.
about to say that. It's a flan brulee.
It's like a flan brulee. Today we are in the neighborhood of Tlaquepaque, and this is technically like outside of the city. It's like a 20-minute like Uber ride, like $5, and we knew this was like a thing to do, but we didn't know it was going to be this awesome. It's Saturday afternoon. There's so much happening,
Yeah,
right?
so many people, just stimulation everywhere. This place is awesome.
There's like shops and like a bunch of like tequila shops and like restaurants, and you can buy a lot of souvenirs here too for cheaper than in the center. And it's very nice here. We're gonna walk around and show you guys, and then we're gonna go to a mariachi show. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have some tequila. We're gonna have fun. It's Saturday night.
Busy afternoon in Tlaquepaque.
Tlaquepaque.
The clock is ticking. This is supposed to be the fastest meal served in the world, I think. Okay, so the water came in like 3 seconds. Jeez. Literally 10 seconds. I just looked down. Yesterday we waited 45 minutes at one institute. Jesus. Okay. Bueno. 15 segundos. Muy bien, gracias. Ah, sí, claro. He's like, the quesadillas are gonna take a little bit. This took 15 seconds. Yesterday,
Like, I'm not kidding. Like, we didn't even have the chance to like.
I didn't have time to explain what this is. This is like another Guadalajara institution. Yesterday we waited 45 minutes to eat at one. This one took 15 seconds. This is carne en su jugo. It's like a very, I don't know, traditional Guadalajaran dish. It's kind of like cowboy food in a way, kind of like American cowboy beans. So this has beef in its own juices with bacon and what kind of beans are these? Like pinto beans?
Pinto, yeah.
I'm overwhelmed. That was way too fast. The guy ran here. He spilled some juice. I don't even know what's happening, but I'm gonna dig in and try. This is the craziest thing ever. I think they won the record for fastest meal served in the world. I think I already said that, but let's try these babies.
That is my favorite birthday song. It's her birthday.
Okay, now I've had some time to kind of gather my thoughts a little bit and assemble my carne en su jugo. I didn't mention there's also a lot of like chunks of very crisp bacon. It is awesome, delicious, very flavorful, like kind of beefy, but awesome. I also put some grilled onions in my tortilla to kick it up a notch. This is like a mile or a kilometer walk from Tlaquepaque, did I say that correct? Tlaquepaque, from the center of Tlaquepaque. And it's a must visit. This place is a lot of fun.
So we're in this place called El Parian, and it's in the middle of Tlaquepaque, and it is one of the best places to listen to mariachi music. I don't know if you can hear in the background, and we haven't mentioned this, but mariachi is from this region of Mexico, so there's a lot of mariachi music in Guadalajara, and they also have the signature cocktail of Guadalajara. Let me introduce you to cazuela, or what was the other name? Cantarita. I am not sure what the name is. I think it's cazuela, but whatever. Let's give it a try.
That's a big sip. Like 7 sips.
It's refreshing. So this is squirt, the soda, grapefruit juice, lime juice, some tahini, which is like chilies and like Mexican spices that they put on everything here, the thing they put on mangoes, and a shot of tequila, and pieces of grapefruit. This is amazing. And like it comes in like this giant thing. I don't know if you can like see. I love it here. We have been in Mexico for 1.5 months, and this was the perfect way to say goodbye. And we were also in Oaxaca. I'm gonna link those videos here so you guys can check those next. And we will see you guys on a 50-hour travel day to Malaysia. Thanks for watching. Bye.